Hello there. In this video we're going to look at recreating this cool gradient that I've downloaded from the web. Just show you where I've got it from. I've got it from a website called Free Mesh Gradient Collection, and I think if I scroll down, this one was called Sky something. Yeah, there we go, Sky Blue. So you can download it for free. Just click on download. That opens the image up in a tab. So I've right clicked on that and clicked on copy, and now I'm going to go back into Figma. So I've dropped the image in there. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can recreate this gradient in Figma. I'm going to stick on some music and let's see what we can get. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so now we've drawn out our custom shapes, we can go in and let's see if we can add some color to some of these shapes. So I'm going to pick this first one here, and then I'm going to go to the fill color, and I'm going to select this color just here. So let's click there, and that kind of adds that nice kind of light color here. Let's click on this shape and let's apply the color from this section. So it's like a pink. And let's go here. I'm going to click on fill. There seems to be like two different colors here, so I'm going to click on the fill and I'm going to select gradient. I'm going to use the eyedropper, select this area, and then I'm going to select the other end of the gradient, get the eyedropper tool and put it about here. And now what we need to do is I want to adjust how this gradient appears, so that color kind of sits there. This color goes down here. That will do for now. I guess we can add in some more elements. So I guess halfway you could potentially add in this color because that's about halfway in the shape. Let's close that. Okay, that's that one done. I'm going to go to this shape in the bottom, click on fill, use the eyedropper again. Now let's grab the light color from the corner, so that's a purple. Let's go switch over to gradient. Let's just drag this out a little bit so we've got our gradient. So we're going to start with this color, so I want it to be this light purple. I'm going to click on this item here in the gradient, or you can click on it up here or there. Click on the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to click around here where the color is a little bit darker. And I guess we can play around with how this looks or where it sits. I guess you can kind of move this in and out to kind of see how it affects the gradient. We'll do that for now. So we'll do it to about, let's do it to about there. I think that will do. Okay, so let's click off. Okay, so now what we're going to do is on this frame here, I'm just going to rename this to gradients. Okay, so now we've applied the colors, I'm going to go into the layers panel. I'm going to select all the vectors that I've created, and I'm going to go scroll down here on the right hand side, click on the plus for effects, and I don't want a drop shadow, but I want a layer blur. So I'm going to click on the little icon next to it, and I want to increase this blur to about 140, which is very, very blurred. Now as you can see, comparing side by side, the gradient we've created here on the right isn't too far away from the image on the left. You can go in and apply further effects. So let's duplicate this vector here in the corner. So even duplicating it has got it almost closer to what it looks like on the right. So you can go in here and change some of the layer settings. So instead of it being pass through, let's try multiply. So as you can see, applying like multiply, it darkens some of the colors. What I do want to do here is start to stretch and overlay some of these vectors so we don't get any white space in between any of the colors. So then they start to blend together. So let's go to this vector here. I'm going to increase the size, so holding Option Shift, I'm just going to drag it out a tiny bit more so it overlays. Same with this shape here, let's just click and drag so there's some kind of overlap between the different shapes around it. Same with this one here. So because you've created these unique shapes, you do have a lot more control inside the design. So if you wanted to duplicate this, you could Option click, drag it out, kind of switch it round to fit the other corner, and then customize it to how you would want. But it's completely up to you. So you can do gradients in the usual way. So I just draw out a frame very quickly. You can grab the fill, change it to gradient, and then obviously you can add different colors to the gradient, which is fine. So you can do that, and you do have some level of control, but you are limited to the way that the gradient kind of moves, as you can see here. Whereas when you draw out some custom shapes, apply gradients to them, apply different colors, apply layer blurs, and you can get really creative with the different shapes. And as you can see, it didn't take very long to recreate this image here. So I'd encourage you to give it a go, create some custom shapes, use the pen tool, use the different shapes in Figma, and make some different gradients, and go in, change some of the layer settings, change some of the blur settings, and see what you can create. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, add some comments, check out some other videos on my channel, and I will see you in the next video.